Okay, you're now tuned in to the Balance of Opinions podcast with your boy K.E. Crush Glass and my homeboy over here, Big Lebanon.
What's up? What's up?
We're going to get into a few things today. We're going to talk about the playoffs, the NBA trades. We're going to talk about the culture of Calgary, so on and so forth. I know it sounds like I'm being kind of off the loop with this right now. It is kind of off the head. I like to make the podcast as authentic as possible. So where you want to start at, my dude?
I want to just start with your favorite team.
Oh, man, this is gonna get on about the Raptors.
Go Raps. You're lucky, man. I got my voice back from screaming at that.
So how do you feel about that, though? How do you feel?
I'm excited, man. Butterflies every time I talk about it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
because this is from childhood, right? This is from when did it start? 98. Vince Carter.
Actually, no, I think it was 94.
94. Vince Carter got drafted.
Because it's 25 years.
Yeah. See, like Vince Carter when I was, I think, 12, 13. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vince Carter's the reason I tried to start dunking.
Yeah.
Vince Carter's the reason I grabbed the rim. Vince Carter's the reason I broke my knee dunking.
Okay. For me, I got off that narcotic when they traded Vince. Like, when they traded Vince Carter, I'm like, man, I know he wanted to leave. Like, I know he wanted to leave, but
you can't keep him around, man. It's a virus to the rest of the team.
The thing is, I felt the way when they traded McGrady, and then they kind of put everything on Carter's back, and then Carter wanted to get out, because I felt, even though they possibly couldn't have won a championship, I feel that duo could have got us to the conference finals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Almost every second year if they put the right pieces around them.
That's the thing with the NBA though, man. Like you look at what could have been with everything. OKC could have ran the West for how many years if they kept the three?
Yeah, if they kept Harden, but they let go of Harden over $2 million.
Yeah, but
$2 million, bro. Come on.
After I seen what Harden did against was it Miami, I was like, he needs to go, man, because he was coming off the bench and he was just ball hogging. I'm like, he needs to pass. I remember that finals. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why you pass the ball? And I'm like, Harden needs his own team. It wasn't too long after that he went to Houston.
Yeah, but I felt like he didn't need his own team. What they needed to do was really implement him into the game and have them as a starter instead of a bench player coming off.
He definitely needed a better role, for sure.
Right? Because, I mean, at that time, Westbrook and him were babies. I mean, KD, you could say KD was a baby, but I think he was already in the league for 2 years before they moved from Seattle to OKC, right? And then they drafted Russell. And that's even the reason why KD left. It was like they had no responsibility to tell. They felt like they didn't have any responsibility to tell Russ, like, yo, listen, you are quote unquote the best player on the team, but the guy that we need to take the last shot, the guy that we know is dependable in these moments where we need buckets, is KD.
Yeah,
so give him the ball. You don't need to just, if your shot's not there, give it to him. Give it to him. He'll give it back to you. Yeah. Because KD's not a selfish player.
No, he's not.
He plays within the system. KD can play on any team. You heard Clay say it. Any team would take him to at least the playoffs.
For sure. Oh, for sure. You can put him on any team right now. You put him that didn't make playoffs. Put him on Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
Put him on Atlanta, Brooklyn. They're going to playoffs.
Yeah.
100%.
So,
Slither his way to another team.
Yeah, but you see, man, here we go, man. People be getting that my boy KD. I don't like it. Because, the way I analogize it to, you work construction, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's say the construction side, there's construction going on across the street for a different company.
Yeah.
Your company's paying you $25 an hour, and you got to do all this grunt work. The other company says, hey, listen, we'll pay you $10 more, and instead of you using that wheelbarrow, we'll give you a crane to move the dirt. You ain't going to go over there and do it?
Of course I'll go.
And that's why KD did it. Literally. He knew he couldn't win the championship with Russ because Russ is making it work too hard.
Yeah.
The year that he left, after he left...
I feel the move. Like, you've explained it. I know the move. I know why he did it. But it's still kind of slimy, man.
It's supposed to be slimy, but when
cutthroat,
LeBron,
NBA is cutthroat these days.
Yeah, but when LeBron put it on front page and did this whole fucking pay-per-view bullshit to show people where he was going, that's what bothered me. It's not that he went to Miami. No, I'm saying it's not that he went to Miami. That's not what. It's the way he did it.
He was just trying to make bank, man. He was making a show. He was making money out of that.
Yeah, well, he donated most of them or some of the money to the Boys and Girls Club, right? But for me, like I said, it was just a situation of me saying like, yo, for real, like I already knew he was going to Miami. Come on, he going to Chicago.
Everybody did. But if your agent said, hey, you can make like $10 million just by announcing this, but
yeah, and that's the only blemish on this record. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not a LeBron James hater where like I'm blind to the man's greatness. I'm just like, yo, I just personally don't have love for him like how I did when he first came in. You know, the whining and you know he's top heavy and it's everybody else's fault and he don't want to play defense and all this other stuff. But scratch all that for now. We'll get back to that. We gonna stay on the topic of the Raptors and the Warriors.
Champions.
Now, congrats. I already did it on my Instagram, but I'm gonna do it one more time. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. Okay. I am not going to shit on your guys' championship. I'm from Canada. I am happy. I wasn't going to be upset if the Warriors lost. The Warriors is my team as well as the Lakers. All of that is true. Now, I personally feel I had an argument with a cousin of mine just yesterday when we were chiefing some herb about like if Clay never got hurt, we'd be in the Game 7 right now.
That's true.
I'm not saying you would have won the championship, but we would have been in the game. Right now, I won't even be doing this recording. And if I am doing this recording, I'll be doing it earlier than I'm doing it right now, which is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I'm telling you, we would have had a Game 7 right now. I would have had a great Father's Day because I would have seen Clay turn into Game 7 Clay, not this Game 6 Clay.
You know what, though? That's
and Curry choked. For everybody out there, Curry choked. All right? Yeah. I am not going to be the guy out here saying, oh, you know, Curry did all he could do. Yeah, he did, but he choked. He didn't have to take that 3. He could have took a 2 and won the game.
Yeah, but that's not his style. You know when has Curry ever took a step in for a shot, for a game winner, for a tie?
It's rare, but I'm just saying in that moment, in that time, like it's like Clay. Clay, sometimes people don't realize how smart he is as a shooter.
He's my favorite player on that team.
You see that Game 5 that they won?
Yeah.
When he got the ball, he knew Kawhi was coming.
Yeah.
So he pumped him.
Yeah.
When he pumped him and realized he jumped, he stepped to the side, took one dribble, like how he does his foul shots, and you knew it was money.
Oh, for sure. And like his footwork, you can see how he places his feet. You know how his feet are set.
Yeah.
But it's guaranteed in or not.
And also, let me enlighten y'all on something. I've been calling Kyle Lowry trash for years. I got into argue with people about it. They tell me I don't know nothing about basketball. It's all right. I'm not gonna get into too much of the details, but Kyle Lowry scored 26 points, 10 assists in that game, right? That they won.
3 rebounds, I think.
Imagine if he only scored 6 points. Tell me one premier point guard getting paid where he gets paid that don't average at least 15 points a game.
I'll agree with you all day, man. He makes way too much money for the amount of work he gets. Like he tries, he hustles.
Like he's a little bit better than Patrick Beverly.
He really tries. You know, he puts his heart and soul out there. He really tries, but he's not the skill level and the pay. They just don't
match.
They don't match, man. That's why trade him for Kemba, man.
Trade him. What they need to do. Me and my cousin were talking about while I was at a birthday party yesterday. D'Angelo Russell, I think they're trying to get, right?
Oh, that'd be hype.
So if they can get him, they just gotta they just gotta take a 3rd round pick and get rid of Lowry.
But
like keep Van Fleet.
Yeah.
And Siakam, right?
Van Fleet. I was calling him trash the whole playoffs.
Van Fleet?
Yeah, he like the
whole. I like Van Fleet from last year. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a Raptors fan, but I'm like, yo, when they made it to the conference finals, I went on Instagram, I went on Facebook, I told people, I said, hey, they have graduated from a development team to a real NBA team now. Yeah. I have to respect them. Yeah. I can't be calling them baby dinosaurs and shitting on them and shit like that. I can't do all that.
The dinos?
Yeah.
No, Van Vliet, man, I was telling my cousin, man, I'm like, this guy's garbage. And then he lit it up the one game, I think, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I was like, he's still trash. And he lit it up again. My cousin's like, what now? I'm like, he's still trash. I'm like, he's like, when are you going to stop calling him trash? I'm like, well, every time I've called him trash, he's lit it up. So I'm going to keep calling him trash.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, though. Well, why did you feel Van Vliet? I felt Van Vliet was a good player.
Before he had the baby, he was like 3 for 21 from the 3. Like, he was shooting terrible, wide open threes. He was doing terrible, and like there was no option at 3. Danny Green was fucking trash. Danny Green didn't do shit. Like, what do you have? 0 points? 0 points in a championship win. He had 0.
Come on, man. How you gonna hit on Danny Green when Jeremy Lin got a ring, bro?
Yo,
Jeremy Lin got a ring. I'm sorry for yelling. I know I'm probably busting your eardrums when I did.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin.
Is he the first?
I have no problem.
Is he the
with
first
Asian
Asian
people,
descent?
but Jeremy Lin is garbage. That man sat on the bench and got a ring.
He came full circle though, because remember when he did light it up a little bit in his career? When was he
With the Knicks?
with the Knicks? Remember he came to Toronto and all those people in Toronto were cheering for him. Like half the stadium was Asian, and everyone's cheering for him. And then he hit that fucking dagger three from 10 feet back. It came full circle, man. He hit the dagger three on the Raptors to win a game, and he gets a ring with him.
Jeremy Lin did what Boogie did. Okay, he jumped on the bandwagon to get.
No, Jeremy Lin's like Scalabrine.
Nah,
Easy
man,
ring,
Scalabrine's better than
The
Jeremy
White
Lin. bro.
Mamba. No, he is. But I'm
Way
just saying,
better.
every championship team, though, you're going to have a guy who's done nothing to get a ring.
No,
Look at
no, no,
what's it,
like,
McCaw? McCaw won 2 with Golden State, goes to Toronto, wins 1. In the total of all 3 seasons, he's played, 20 minutes? There's always that one guy that keeps the towel warm for your teammates, passes you the water bottle.
Okay.
He's the
I'm
first guy
gonna stop that.
standing up. Clap. Jerry, you see how much he clapped, man? You see how much he clapped in charity? He deserves a ring.
Okay. I guess cheerleaders get the win too,
Yeah,
baby.
cheer, man.
You know what I mean? So we're going to get off the Raptors now, you know what I mean? I said what I had to say. Yet again, congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. I am not in any way taking away what you guys have done. It was great. I hope y'all keep Kawhi, because if not, like I said on my Instagram, I didn't say it on my Facebook because there's way too many bandwagon Toronto Raptors fans out there.
No,
I know there's true ones, and I know more than a few that are actually Toronto Raptor fans, but the amount of people that are like, yeah, the Raptors, I'm like, dude, where were you 2 years ago?
Where were you ever?
Like,
like,
not even.
I know people that didn't even watch basketball that watched the playoffs because the Raptors.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
they're like, oh, the Raptors, Canada. Hey, listen, I'm happy. We've got a ring. I'm happy.
Yeah.
It just came at the expense of my team that broke down. And
But
you know what I mean?
that's the finals. That's basketball though. Like you look at it, it's not about just being good in the finals. It's about holding up.
Well, no, here.
It's about
let me
keeping
show
it together.
Let me show you how real I am, okay? The year that my Warriors won the championship.
You're gonna talk about Cleveland, Kyrie Irving, right?
No. On our way to the championship,
It was
every
easy
team
run.
we played
There you go.
had injuries. So, you know what I mean? I'm not using the injury bug. It just, when I seen Clay get hurt, I didn't, like KD, I'm not even counting KD for these playoffs.
No.
When I seen Clay get hurt,
That's
dude,
what-
that shit hurt me.
I think everybody knew though.
'Cause I'm like, yo.
Any Raptor fan knew that if somehow Golden State pulls Game 6 off, Game 7's done.
I'm telling you, if Clay never got hurt, I'm like, yo, Game 7 is a toss-up.
He was on
Because
pace
there's
for
only
50, man.
Yeah,
Easy 50.
because the only 2 players on that team that I feared the most was Green and Kawhi. And yeah, okay, you can say Green played like shit, but Green's done that in his career through the Spurs.
But he has
You know what I
defense.
mean?
He has defense. He does more than the 3, but they bring when you're brought on for the 3 and you don't give
Yeah,
the
you're
3,
supposed to be a 3-and-D guy,
Yeah.
and if you're not, doing that, then of course people are gonna say, "What the
he
fuck?"
played half his role, but he's still like. And then I almost broke my TV when he threw it out of bounds. I almost broke my TV. I got up, I whipped the
You
remote.
and 15 million people.
Yeah, I'm looking around, and my cousin's over. He's like, "What are you looking for?" I'm like, "I'm looking for something to punch right now because it might be the TV."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Because if they lose, I have to break something. Like, I got to get this out of me."
You know what I mean? But yet again, like I said, congratulations to the Raptors.
Continue.
No excuses. You know what I'm saying?
What about Lakers?
That trade yesterday, I was trying to play 2K and all that stuff. I put it on my Instagram too. I was trying to play. I couldn't do nothing yesterday. What upset me? It's not the players. It's the picks. Why you give up 3 picks for 1 player? They need to get Drew Holiday. They say, oh, they want to get Kimba, or they want to get Bradley Beal. They could have
Did you
gave
see
those.
the news this morning?
No,
Kyrie Irving, it's almost done.
he's going to Boston.
Kyrie Irving is going to Lakers. It's the rumor, but it's a solid rumor right now.
I don't
That's
think so.
all.
I think he's going to Brooklyn. If he goes to the Lakers, it's all good, but I don't think he's going to want to go back underneath that umbrella. And I feel sorry for Anthony Davis because he's going to get the LeBron curse. He's a big man that plays inside out.
Yeah.
LeBron plays outside in. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it
Like
makes sense.
he
It makes complete sense.
he drives, like he starts his attack from the top to the
Yeah.
3-point line. Anthony Davis can attack from almost anywhere inside inside the 3-point line.
But LeBron's nearing. Like, I wouldn't say he's declining.
Oh,
you don't really know.
Time catches up to everybody.
But he knows his career's ending soon. Let's say 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. You got Anthony Davis. If he's healthy, he's at his prime. So he's gonna play off Anthony Davis now. Like because he's not a stupid guy. LeBron's a genius.
Oh, no.
So if LeBron's smart, he's gonna let the team revolve around Anthony Davis. He's gonna play for him. And Irving, I think Irving's gonna go because my homie Ted was telling me today. Well, the push for Anthony Davis in Boston because Irving wanted Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Now Anthony Davis is in Lakers. Irving doesn't want to go to Brooklyn. He wants to go play with.
Well, he was gonna go to Brooklyn until KD got hurt.
That too.
Because you remember, like that's what I'm saying. Like him and Clay, like
that just threw the whole league for a loop, man.
Right? Because some people thought that they were gonna be able to get Clay. Me, I knew they weren't gonna get Clay. Clay stayed with the Warriors.
No,
the apple card right now is KD, and I feel if the Warriors just shut up, go to him and say, "Listen, we're gonna give you the max. Take a year and a half off." Same thing they tell Clay. Take a year and a half off.
Yeah.
Come back on 100%. We're gonna try to fill the roster with what we can to help Curry.
Yeah.
And that it's a meshable unit that when you guys come back, it's like you guys never left.
Do you think Boogie's gonna resign?
Boogie could. I mean, it would help Boogie to resign because then he would have a full year underneath his belt. Yeah. I don't know if he wants to take the minimum again. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think he'll take minimum. I think
well, he'll have to take the minimum. And personally, I would say Draymond's got to go. I'm sorry.
No, Draymond can't do
I love Draymond for the Swiss Army knife, but on Game 6, when you have Kyle Lowry on you and you're looking for foul calls, I can't respect that.
Yeah.
You a big man who should. When I mean big man, I'm talking about you're bigger than him. He's what 6'7"?
But he's a big body man.
Yeah, big body. Oh, he didn't even have to slow down. Lowry has 4 fouls. Push it on him.
He should be able to just run through Lowry, get the and one.
That's what he should have done because he's been trying to do it the whole playoffs. Yeah. Think about it. When they were playing, Portland, the guy got the ball and he's pushing it.
Yeah.
He is 2-on-1. They have to foul you. All you gotta do is go up.
I think it's hard to like after Clay goes down when you see your 2 All-Stars go down, that sucks a lot of energy out of you. If you're playing that game, can you imagine the energy that's sucked out of them?
Yeah.
But no, I've never liked Draymond.
I like Draymond, but I just think he makes a lot of bad decisions at the wrong times and has this weird character to him at times where, like, he wants to be aggressive, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then he makes a mistake. Like, even the one pass he threw out of bounds to, to a Cook. He got mad at Cook, but Cook was where he was supposed to be. He threw the ball wide right. I'm like,
that's why I don't like him. Like, I've had teammates like that, and it's like, well, why are you yelling at me? Like, what? Like my hand, like I was telling you earlier, like when my hand's up here, I want it up here. I don't want it at my ankles. If I want it at my ankles, I put my hand there.
Yeah.
So when I'm calling for the ball up high and you pass it low and you get mad at me because I fumbled it, why are you getting like what?
Yeah,
that's the kind of player Draymond is. It's just like, why didn't you read my mind?
Yeah.
You should know what I'm thinking. It's like, no, motherfucker, I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah. I feel you. Does it put you in the best place to succeed, right? Not giving you the proper tools. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I just feel like that whole trade with Anthony Davis, the players, okay. But the picks, they could have took 2 of those picks of that one pick and got Bradley Beal.
No, for sure. I agree. They give up a lot for a guy who is on 1 year of the contract, but I feel like
no, he's signing.
No, that's what I mean. Is I feel like he's
signing
definitely
for 5
signing.
years, right?
But,
he's gonna take the max deal. But it's like LeBron's got 3 years left.
Out of the guys they gave up, do you agree with or do you disagree with anyone they traded?
Yeah, Lonzo.
Lonzo
may not have a shot, but let me tell everybody this, okay? When you have a point guard that's 6'6", 6'7", willing passer, willing defender, and it's not selfish. The only thing that he was missing was aggression on the offensive end. That's it. And a jump shot. But those are things that'll come over time. I mean, look at Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd couldn't shoot a lick.
But no, if you look at this is my team. My team's the Celtics. Like I got Raptors and Celtics. But
we should have beef right now. Yeah. But we Canadians, we know what's bigger than basketball.
Yeah, but I'll if Boston's playing Raptors in the playoffs, I watch without cheering.
Yeah.
But 08 Celtics, Rondo, no shot, right?
But play defense hard.
Play defense and look at the guys around him. And this is what Styles was always preaching to me. He's like, Rondo's garbage. he just had Paul Pierce, Allen, and Garnett, and I kept denying it.
Yeah.
And when the team split up, I was like, I guess Rondo is garbage. But that's kind of like what if they kept Lonzo with Anthony Davis, LeBron, like he's pretty much like a younger Rondo.
He has a younger Rondo.
IQ, defense.
But I think he had more potential. I mean, him going to the Pelicans, I'm not a Pelicans fan, but if I could get some of those games up here, I'm definitely going to watch them because to see him, Zion,
Brandon. The Pelicans are going to be a dangerous team in the future.
I wouldn't say dangerous, but
in the future. Once they grow, man, and they evolve and they get the chemistry, if they keep the chemistry, they don't end up falling apart. Like
that's the whole thing, though, right?
That's how the NBA is.
Lonzo can end up going somewhere else. He could go to the Clippers.
Everyone's stubborn now, right? So,
you know what I mean? People ain't trying to just sit in one place and, do whatever. I mean, that's just the way of the league.
I'm happy Lakers kept Kuzma, though, man.
Nah, I'm not happy. Kuzma don't play defense.
He's
his shots 50-50, but he don't play on defense. Yeah. Like Brandon Ingram, as much as people want to make it seem like Brandon should be better than he is, come on, man. He came up with the Kobe, then Kobe left for like 2 years, and then he got hit with the LeBron, and it's just like, even when the trade rumors happened, a lot of people are like, oh, they played like garbage, it hurt them. No, they didn't. Go back and look at the stats, bro. Him and Kuzma and Ball, they went off.
Yeah, man, they killed it, for sure. It's just the team, the rest of the team sucked.
Well, I wouldn't say the rest of the team sucked.
They're in a hard conference, man. Young kids.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, right? It's just like football. You look at the Browns right now.
Yeah.
Browns got all the talent in the world. But is this the first year they're playing? What do you expect them to do? They're going to make a lot of mistakes. You got to give them time to match it. You got to give it time to cook. You know what I mean? If they had 2-3 years, like solid years together, where they were all healthy and they all could play, anything is possible. But the Lakers right now, why I'm so upset, and this is another reason why I have like a disdain for LeBron. I understand he's a great player when he comes, championships are required, right? Yeah. But you can't microwave it, bro. It don't work. You look at the Raptors. You think that was microwave?
No.
Look at the Raptors. Do you think that was most of the players that are on that team been there for at least 3 years, right?
And they all can't.
All he did was get rid of Valanciunas, C.J. Miles, Dwight Williams, I think, and they replaced it with Danny Green,
Marc Gasol,
and Kawhi.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I had to actually let's go back for a sec. Do you think Valanciunas, if they kept Valanciunas and Marc Gasol wasn't there, do you think the same outcome would have came?
Nope.
Nope.
Valanciunas no shoot threes.
That's true. Yeah.
He can't stretch the floor.
Because I agree with the trade, but a lot of people are like Valanciunas they should have kept Valanciunas.
Garbage. And the only person I had a problem with was when they traded DeRozan. And the only reason why is because I'm like, he wanted to be there.
Yeah,
I value loyalty way more than just getting the
I actually was pissed about it at first. I actually was texting people. I'm like, how are you going to trade for a guy who wants to be there, plays his heart out, for a guy who hasn't played in a year, who we're not sure about? But then, I got a lot of texts saying, what was your opinion again?
No, see, I wasn't mad about the Kawhi. I was like, why don't you give up Lowry, a pick, and something else, and get Kawhi?
Everyone get rid of it.
Yeah, they could have gave up Pirtle, could have gave up him, could have gave up C.J. Miles, and 2 picks.
Lowry got his ring. He's getting paid way too much, but I hope they trade him because someone like D'Angelo. But anyways, if Lakers get Irving, are they a championship running team?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Warriors right now, they're looking at possibly a first round exit. And when I mean possibly, I'm saying that
if they make
they'll probably be in the 8th seed.
I think
they're anywhere from 8 to 6.
But this is going to show everyone. This Curry has to show the world now. Like, this is Curry's test.
Of course, but I'm not gonna put those expectations and say, yeah, we're gonna be. I'm not a delusional person. I'm living in reality. I know that he needs Clay. I know he needs KD. Having Draymond, Livingston's gone. Iguodala's on his last leg. Like, next year is probably his last year, if not this year.
Iggy and Livingston,
Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, this team that they're gonna put together, it's possible for them to achieve greatness, but it's 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think they'll at least make it to the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference Finals if they sign Irving.
Oh, the Lakers could get to the finals. The thing that I have an issue with is, okay, you get Kyrie Irving, who's your backup point guard?
Yeah, that's true. There's still moves,
Like,
man. But the thing is, like, don't count Portland out yet. Portland needs to sign someone to make that run.
no, I hate to say this, but Portland needs to get rid of CJ Miles and attempt to get Kevin Durant.
That'd be hype.
They need to get rid of CJ. And you know
That'd
what?
be hype. No,
CJ McCollum.
100%.
And it's not that I'm hating on McCollum, but they need to have a proper backcourt where, like, one's a scorer and one is an assist, aka D, like a 3-and-D guy. That's why you see Clay and Curry, they work so well. Because I'm not confused, I'm not stupid. I see this. Clay is a very versatile defender.
Yeah, he's really
Him
good.
and Curry in the backcourt, they can hide Curry on the weakest player and have him and Draymond, especially him, guard the toughest assignment. Because they know he's going to do that and still get off.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I think the
The
only
Portland don't have that.
No,
CJ's not that good at defense, and Lillard's definitely not that good at defense.
Yeah, but they got the skill. They just need. There's something missing. I just Boogie Cousins.
Couldn't even jump over a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about Dallas?
Dallas next year. You can quote me on this. They go win 56 games.
Don't what position?
Minimum.
What minimum? Minimum.
Minimum.
Oh, you're not hating that. I thought you were about to hate.
No.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh,
No. Listen.
max 8th place.
No. 56 minimum.
Porzingis, Doncic, and Jordan.
Minimum.
I'm excited to see. I'm
Do you wanna
actually
know
excited
why?
to see. Like, I've never been a Dallas fan.
I'm
Never-
not Dallas fan,
never.
but I was a Nowinski fan. And another thing.
I respected his play. I
Yeah.
liked watching play, but I never cared for Dallas. Even when they beat LeBron, I don't like LeBron. I still didn't give a fuck about that finals.
Here's the thing, though. I try to tell people this all the time. I have a love for the NBA. Then I have a love for the players in the NBA. And then I have a love for my teams.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Oh,
No, I'm the same way.
you're not a Golden State fan. You just came here last year," I said, "Bro, I've had a Richardson jersey before Curry even came there." So the fact that
the old school one.
old school one, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget the I Believe team. Don't forget the Run TMC team, right?
Baron Davis.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with my cousin the other day, and he's like, "Oh, you know, it's bad regulars." I said, "Yo, can you tell me the team of the Raptors in 03? Oh, not off the top of my head. I said exactly.
Everyone's
But I'm a
super.
fan of the NBA,
Yeah.
so I know what's on that team. So if I
Yeah.
tell you that the Lakers and the Warriors, the West Coast has been my jam, I have respect for Boston.
So you were a Kobe fan back in the day?
Of course, man. Black the Mamba, come on, B. That's what they're gonna understand. If you go look up the stats from when they won that did that 3-peat, Kobe put in just as much work as Shaq.
Oh, for
The
sure.
difference is Shaq was just the most dominant player. Not
Dominant.
center, dominant player. He easily was a walking double-double. He's 25 and 10 minimum. Do you see what I'm saying? But people forget that when he got fouled out in the finals or one of the playoff games, that Kobe had to take over the rest of the game and make sure that they won. People forget that. People forget that when Kobe's played with Smush Parker and them trash players, okay, and they're complaining, "Oh, Kobe's taking all the shots." Kobe said, "Yeah, he sacrificed a playoff series to show them you guys ain't nothing. I'm here carrying you." He refused to shoot. Yeah, you can call that quitting.
No, but you got to prove a point sometimes. You have to prove a point.
Well,
I've never been a Lakers fan. Never been a Lakers fan.
wow, man. I'm
But
talking
you
about
can't-
Magic. Magic
You
was
can't-
nice, bro.
Nah, I've just never been a Lakers fan, man. Boston, man.
And you see, the only reason why I had love for Boston when them and the Lakers were going
That was a
was
nice.
KG and Allen. It's not even Pierce. I liked KG
Yeah,
from when he first came out
yeah.
because he was a hard worker, man.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys.
He's the biggest shit talker too. If you watch,
But he
some
backed it
interviews-
up.
If you watch interviews, people are like, "Yeah, man, KG, like he talks shit." Well, he made fucking big baby cry, right?
Yeah, but he backed it up though. That was the whole thing for me. If you're gonna talk that ish, back it up.
That's what he did. man.
KG backed it up.
But he was all heart, man.
You know what I mean?
he-
Allen, I had nothing but respect for Allen. He was a great shooter. Plus, the movie He Got Game, Jesus Shuttlesworth. You know what I mean?
Man,
I'm looking
Shuttlesworth.
forward to those jerseys. I'm not even gonna start wearing jerseys anymore. I think I'm gonna start buying those ones that are like got those nicknames
Yeah,
and just start hanging them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I might
yeah,
try to
for
do
sure.
that in this little makeshift studio we got going on right
Allen,
now.
one of my favorite teams, like the old teams, was Seahawks.
Seattle Supersonics.
Super Seahawks.
Of course,
Seattle.
Shrimp,
Yeah,
Peyton,
Lewis.
and I had a
Ridden
Kemp
Allen.
jersey. But that's what I'm saying though. People don't understand. Like the NBA is giving us so much that you can't get mad at somebody for having a couple teams.
Yeah.
Or having players and the player goes to that team and they cheer for the team because the player's sitting on
Ray
it.
Allen got hated on for leaving to Miami.
Of
They
course.
hated him, man.
You know what I mean? I liked
You-
KD
so you-
before he went to the Warriors. When he went to the Warriors, I was like,
No, I did
yes.
too, man. That's what, like that when he was with Seattle. I was like, this guy is high. Like I remember watching his rookie year.
He's like,
There was no one else on that team. That team was trash. That team was trash when he got drafted.
And he
And I was
literally
like, he lit it up. I'm like, this guy looks like he's 80 pounds. Like he looks like he has AIDS, man. Like he needs some meat on his bones.
He
Man.
needs some milk.
Yeah, he needs some milk.
The boy needs some milk.
Oh, but no, like you can see he was a superstar going. But that's like Ingram too, man. You can see there's potential in Ingram, but he needs to meet up a bit. Like you look at Antetokounmpo when he came in, like how slim he was, and
but
then
I
he
think-
bulked up, and
I think
he's just
their
dominant.
body types are too different. Like Giannis, I think, bulked up because he had the right people around him, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you have to think about Ingram. Ingram looked like he smoked weed all day, like,
Oh, he does.
and he eat food. Like it's just his body just won't let him build it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this guy
saying?
looks high 24/7 though.
You
He does.
know what I'm saying? He just look like he's gone, like he toasted.
Yeah, he's like Wiz Khalifa's brother, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But now we gonna get into some culture talk about Calgary. What is your favorite, like when you go out like on a weekend, it's nice. What do you like to do? Like would you like to go camping or anything like that? Or you're gonna go down to the city? What kind of bars, what kind of places you like to go to?
Man, things have changed, with age. Like back in the day,
yeah,
man, it
old
was
as fuck. Always
yeah,
good.
gotta ice 6 parts of my body when I play ball these days, man.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
No, it's different now, man. It's looking for new hobbies these days, man. Because obviously we all did it, man. In our 20s, it was just nightclub, man. You get off work, you get your paycheck, just go spend it at the bar.
Yeah,
Just
especially come Fridays and shit. You know, get off early,
yeah.
get that little quick nap in.
Some back-breaking work, you want to go party, man.
Yeah.
But now, these days, camping, I haven't done in a bit. I've been trying. I got my gun license.
Okay.
I'm gonna go shoot some shit pretty soon.
All right.
Watch out, Calgary.
You don't
Watch
mean it
out,
like
road
that,
rage,
man.
man. Watch out, road rage. Oh, that's right. But no, man. Like now, these days, I just kind of kick it, and I save my money for trips, man.
So yeah, so you just need to take a trip. So like, you would rather take a trip than maybe go down on 17th with a couple homies
100%, man. Like 100%. Like my.
and see the world. That's what we're getting to now, right?
Like I
At
went
this
to
old age.
Phoenix in December.
Yeah.
I checked the Grand Canyon. Like, have you ever been?
Nah, I ain't even allowed in America for like another 2 years. So like, I took that out of my mind.
It's like have you seen Niagara Falls?
No, I used to live in Toronto, but I haven't even been there. I was gonna go to
It was cool to see. It's like a lot of nothing. You're just looking at like
nothing.
kilometers, miles of nothing, but it's a lot of it.
Wow.
It's pretty sick. But like went to Phoenix, checked that out, checked the NBA game out. So I got to see Devin Booker just came back from injury. So
Yeah.
Devin Booker, Anton, their rookie. And then they played Minnesota, so we seen Derrick Rose, Karl Anthony Towns, Wiggins. And
Okay.
I was just talking mad shit to Wiggins, man. I was sitting like 6th, 7th row from behind their bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking mad shit to Wiggins.
You're a bum.
Yeah.
How do you call yourself a
Yeah.
Canadian baller, man? Get on there, play some defense, boy. That's why Jimmy beat that ass.
He missed the free throw. I'm like, that's why Jimmy left.
Yeah.
But yeah, next month I'm doing Kelowna. Hopefully next year I'm gonna go back to Lebanon for a bit. But yeah, man, me and my homie V went to Thailand last year.
Yeah.
I think you see maybe some pictures on it.
Oh yeah, of course. Check his Instagram out, Big Lebanon.
Big Dot Lebanon, man. I'm private, so
Yeah, I'm private too, man. People people think that when you go private, you're trying to act like you're some big shot.
Yeah.
Me, I mean, I think you see one of the videos I have.
I just don't want people like I wasn't private for the longest time, but then like you get all these random people commenting and liking, and I'm just not trying to share my business with the world. If you're on my friends list, I'm sharing it with you. Like I don't really care what.
Yeah,
I don't really care. Like, I'm not trying to be a so was it social media influencer? I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah. See, for me, it was just like I have my account private. I had it at first; it was open, but what I noticed was I was sharing parts and things in my life that I didn't think was for everybody.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I want to keep it kind of in house. I mean, there's a bunch of people on my Instagram. Like I'll say, out of the 420 people I have on there, maybe
50-60%.
I would say like 120, maybe 130 are people I actually know. Like they're from my city or they're people I met in other cities, right? The rest of them are just random people. But the thing for me was I want to share with people I want to share it with, and I don't want it to be just out there. You know what I mean? But if you're looking for my open page, which would be sorry about that. Phone's on life support right now, but yeah. If it's all right. My bad about that, but yeah. If you want to see a page with me on it and stuff that I'm doing, it's the page for this podcast, which is Balance and Options. You know what I mean? But to get onto some other stuff here. So when did you feel like Calgary, just like the nightlife in Calgary, wasn't for you? Like
it slowly dwindled away. Like you're going out and you just realize like it's the same faces, it's the same thing, it's copy and paste every weekend. Like I loved seeing those faces. I still like there's a lot of faces I don't see anymore because I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? So like I still like these people I still have love and respect for, and I wish we could kick them more.
Yeah.
But you only kick it with certain people because you're doing that style of life, right? But it's just like you're looking, you get older and you're like, shit, man, I got a mortgage. Like, should I buy around the shots or should I pay my electrical bill?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's but then it's like it gets the same thing. It's so repetitive that like you gotta change something, right?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I used to go snowboarding a ton. Like
and you don't do it anymore?
I can't do it no more.
Yeah, well your body won't, but if your body would allow it, you would though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like even like when I first went to Sunshine for snowboarding, I went with my homie Joshkin. It was like $79 for the day. You go now, man, it's 130.
Yeah, but it's Canada though, man. It's like, Alberta. Everything got.
So you got now. It's just like you gotta find new hobbies, man. Like maybe I'll do my own podcast.
Yeah.
The Lebanese teas.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we about to set up a streaming service, so look out for that. If you're really serious about that, we gonna set it up. But for me, it was like I got into an argument with a homie a couple months back, and it was like I tried to explain to myself like me and you were two different areas in life. Like, you know, I've got truck payment, I got my motorcycle, I got insurance, I got bills, I got mortgage, I got my daughter, I got trips and stuff I'm trying to do. Like, we're in two, like, I can't just wake up one day and say, I'll do whatever the heck I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a great thing if that's what the life you want to live. Like, live the life you want to live. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody restrict you. Or what they said again? It was off the Nipsey album. It was like Dog Tail or something like that. I'll figure it out. When I do on another podcast, I'll bring it back up. I'll probably run this clip through it. But yeah, don't go off of what people want you to do. Do what you're supposed to do, right? Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody has responsibilities. Like, you know, you wake up, you know, you got your nephews, you got your family. You know, hopefully, you know, you got a lady sooner or later, and you're gonna be building.
It's complicated right now.
Right now, he's in dial-up.
Yeah, right.
It's not fully loaded.
We'll see how Kelowna goes now. We'll see how Kelowna goes.
Well, I'm actually going to Kelowna in August.
August?
Yeah, with my uncle, my auntie, my wife, and the kid.
Nice.
Me and my uncle are going to ride our bikes out there if we don't get this trailer, right? So it'll be like, I think it's like an 8-hour ride.
Yeah, man, that'd be sick, man.
It'll be sick, but my ass and shit gonna be hurt. My arms.
If you're gonna do that ride, man, you gotta do it. You gotta go down south a little bit, like the southern roads.
Yeah.
Like through those red cliffs. windy roads to the mountain cliffs.
Oh, my uncle was saying like there's a straight shot way to get there.
Oh, but if you want to go like the fast route, yeah. But if you want to go scenic route, if you go down the south road, I can't remember the highway.
Yeah.
But you'll have fun on your bike, man. Because when I did it in the car, I was just like, man, I wish I still had my motorcycle and I did this drive.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think if we have to ride the bikes out there, we don't have a trailer. I'm probably gonna go the fastest route possible because we're gonna have to leave earlier than them. Because we'll probably get there faster than them, but we'll have to make more pit stops.
Make some more stops.
You know what I mean?
No, that'd be like a ride like that. You gotta have someone with a truck or a trailer so you can take like a couple-hour break, man. Park the bike on the trailer.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, hopefully it works out.
You don't have a cruiser either.
No, I gotta. And yeah, but the whole thing is like, if it's a straight shot, I'm doing like 150, 160 until somebody tells me police is on the road or something. Or I see somewhere they pull me over. Other than that, I'm gunning it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. For me, I don't mind the nightlife. I tried doing it, but for me, it was like there was always some type of issue in the club.
Oh yeah.
And you know how we were styles. We always roll like 10, 15 deep, right?
Yeah.
And some of us get too fucked up. Next thing you know, somebody's messing with the guy that's drunk. The guy says, yo, he had enough. You start beating him up. Now I gotta beat that guy up. Then we gotta beat his friends.
There's always some shit going on, man. It's you can never go there just to have fun. You'll have fun for a bit, everyone's smiling, laughing, and then there's some shit.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go over here, man. There's some shit going on.
What changed it for me was grade 12. I lost my homeboy Aaron, you know? May God rest his soul and shit. We were at Nyla. You remember?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, everybody go there, dollar highballs, right?
Penny highballs, dog.
Yeah, see what I mean?
$1.50 shots.
So we getting twisted. Some stuff pop off. He ended up getting stabbed. Another homeboy I was with ended up getting stabbed. Aaron didn't survive. The other guy that survived got stabbed 7 times. And that time, I used to be in the club. I just be dancing with girls and just very lively. After that, it was kind of, I played the corner. That was like the early stages of me saying, you know what? Let me just relax, holler at a 1-2 girl if I see her going through, and kind of just keep my corner, you know, watch everybody because I don't know what anybody else is on.
Yeah.
And it progressed from that to now we're rolling 10, 15 deep in the club.
Yeah.
To like, okay, now all we're doing is fighting. Yeah, we have fun, but it's like, you know,
but it's like it comes routine. Like the night's not fun if it doesn't end with a fight,
right? Yeah. And then I completely cut out the clubs to like only on special occasions.
Yeah, that's how.
Or if there's a rap concert. So like, you know, I see Freddie Gibbs. I went down to Commonwealth. Rec One. I went to Dickinson's pub to see him. Ghostface was there too. Yeah,
sick.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, Red and Meth. That was Marquee. T.I. Marquee. Cameron Marquee. Right? Like so. Like that's what
like special occasion. Like it's not because it loses its you lose interest. It loses its what's that word I'm looking for?
It's pizzazz.
Pizzazz. Like it's just boring. It's plain. It's something. So if you go on those special occasions, it feels special. It feels different.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going down on 17th with a couple of homies and like, you know, we park down there
on a day like this on the patio.
Patio, a couple drinks or whatever. You know, I let some girls. Whatever. I'm a married man, so don't think I'm out here doing that. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like
he's doing it for me.
Nah. I mean, we all want to make sure we still got some game, but you know what I mean? I just think that atmosphere is what I can mesh with now. I can't remember the name of the shisha bar downtown on 17th, the one that has the 2 floors. I can't remember the name of it.
I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah, it's like a club.
Fire Ice?
Yeah, okay, so I went there. I had my vape, I'm vaping, you know, it was all good. I didn't really enjoy the atmosphere.
No, me either, man.
It just seemed like there was but you know what it is too? When you get older, I used to be the young guy in the club, see some of these old guys, like, yo, what are you doing here, bro?
What the fuck are you doing here? You clowning these guys, like, yo, go home. Yo, take care of your children, man. Get the fuck out of here. I used to say that shit too, man.
And now I'm in the club feeling like that. I'm looking like, man, I'm old as dirt. And I ain't even that old, but I just feel old as dirt. I feel like I'm walking into Area 51. No pun on the club that used to be down here. Yeah. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I was walking into Area 51. I'm like, these guys, everybody here look like aliens. You know
when I walk in the club, like we were in Banff just last weekend for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And I walk in the club, man, and I'm looking around, and I'm just laughing at myself. I'm like, I'm the guy I used to clown.
Yeah.
That's me right now. Like, we're at bachelor party. I have my blazer on. I'm looking good, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, all these guys are in their fucking Volker hats and, and their fucking Ezekiel shirts and what all those things. It was all skater brands. Like we were the only colored crew there, right?
Yeah.
There's me. There's V. So you had two black guys. You had the Cambodian. You had the Indian. You had the Caucasian. So like we just walked in there like we're UN.
Well, Cool showed up or no?
Who?
Cool.
Who's
He
that?
didn't. Courtney.
Oh no.
Oh, because when you said native guy, I was like,
No, Indian, East Indian.
Okay, my bad. Don't get it twisted. I'm not discriminating against natives and brown people. It's just
There's
when I hear
confusion
native,
in the world now.
Yeah.
We need to separate these words.
you know what I'm saying?
But no, that's like I'm going to like, and I just started drinking like an idiot just because I'm like I feel too old. I'm not even that old. I'm 32 years old, but you're looking around, and you're like, one girl had a scooter, man. One girl walked in with a scooter, and she like checked in her scooter with her backpack. I was like, that's when you know. That's when you know, man.
Yeah, you're a little too. I mean, I'm 35, so like, don't get it twisted, man. I'm an old man. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like an old man, but yeah, it's just the atmosphere. Like, you know, the thing for me is like the barbecues styles used to do back in the day. That type of stuff is the stuff that I'm used to.
Yeah.
Because after stop going to the club as much, like those gatherings of us, those always
But
felt like
those are still nice though. Like those that hasn't changed. Like
yeah, even his kid's birthday party, like, like that type of atmosphere, I really like.
It's changed because there's kids or whatever. Everyone's older now, but it's still a good time. Like the club was a good time, but you go to it now, it's changed.
Yeah.
When you get together with your homies with the barbecue, nothing's really changed. It's still a good time. You're not like, oh, this is the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Even if you did it every single week.
You look forward to those now. You know what I mean? Because everyone's got their own life going on, so you look forward to those gatherings. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So even like with Sal's barbecue, you were saying like, even if like I didn't have much time, but I wanted to drop by, I dropped by hour and a half just because like I know it's like it's very rare for everyone to come together, right?
Exactly. And you know, you come see some faces, but you know, rub some elbows, find out what people are into, see what's going on. I mean, that's how you kind of find out about this podcast that I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, you know what I mean? I was able to, you know, bring you through, see what's going on, chop it up. So Ramadan, you brought me some Lebanese food, yeah?
I just brought you a couple treats, man. I ran low, man.
Yeah, he ran low on my ass. He ate half the shit. And he over here trying to get meat on his bones. I already got too much meat on my bones. So, what is this? What would you guys call this?
Honestly, I don't even know the name, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. But that's right there, diabetes in it. Right there.
It is
that's sweet, man. That's sweet.
It's super sweet, and I just had like
your teeth are hurting right now. I know, but it's delicious, man.
No, it is delicious.
He'll finish it. Trust me, he'll finish it.
I ain't gonna let this sit down and rock.
No,
it's not that. I want to try it out because this reminds me of what my parents used to make back in the day for me. This is like a softer dough.
Yeah.
My parents used to make sugar dumplings.
Oh yeah.
So
it's the same. It's essentially the same thing. It's just some fried dough with lots of sugar.
Yeah.
Honey. Yeah.
So Ramadan, did you participate in it this year?
No, man. I haven't done it in a bit, man. It's because it moves with the calendar, right? So every year it's like about 9-10 days or something like that back. So, like for example, when I was in high school, it was like in November, October. You know what I mean? I graduated 2004, so you can see it progressively moves. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So another maybe 5 or 6 years, it'll be out of the summer months. But it's too hard, man. Sunset, sundown, working a labor-intensive job. Like.
But you can have water though.
No.
No?
Complete fast, man.
Okay.
Like,
no, because I'm trying to understand this. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to be ignorant.
I do the odd, like on the weekends I would do like a Saturday or a Sunday, but it's hard, and like you got nothing but respect for the people that actually do it every day.
Yeah.
You know, like my cousin, he didn't do it last year, but this year he did 6 days a week. But you know, like he told me, he's like, he woke up, he went to work Monday, and he knew the way he was feeling, like from the first hour of the day, he can't go another 13 hours. You know what I mean? You know from the get-go. So he was just like 6 days a week, and on the day he didn't fast, he just did little bites throughout the day. So you know what I mean? So he could practice for the next day. Because if you just sit in there and have big meals, that's what you want the next day. But if you have like you just took one bite, you have one bite, a couple hours later you have another bite, you're kind of practicing, just like anything else, right?
Okay.
Like you study your math, you study your science, you study the fast, you practice to get to that.
Because
point,
that's
right?
what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, wouldn't it make sense? Because you can't eat until the sun goes down.
Yeah.
That you would have a big meal so
That's
that
what
it can have
Yeah.
last throughout the
No,
day.
that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm saying on the days you don't fast, that's what you don't want to eat a lot throughout the day. So the next day, your stomach's wanting that. So what you do, like when we were kids, we'd wake up. It was like it was Christmas every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do Christmas, but I know.
No,
obviously,
listen, and I fully understand
But-
that.
like it was like Christmas every day. I've gone to friends' houses for Christmas dinners, and I'm like, this is like Ramadan, 30 days straight. Because you wake up, it's a family breakfast. There's omelets, all the cheeses, and whatever vegetables.
Yeah.
And then dinner is always a nice, fresh cooked meal. Every night there's a nice,
Fresh cooked meal.
fresh cooked
Ain't no
meal.
leftovers
From,
getting.
yeah, from like.
Because everybody
But
eating
no,
all that up.
but what's good about it is like the leftovers from yesterday, and the nice fresh cooked meal today.
Oh.
So if there's something nice that we were eating yesterday, I get to eat it today, and something new today too. Right? So
Okay.
it was like but you never waste the food though. So if there is a little bit of leftovers, we finish it the next day with the
Okay.
new meal. But it was like everything from traditional food to spaghetti, lasagna, burgers, steaks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the last day of Ramadan there, because like obviously like my dad was doing it, my brother-in-law was doing it, and my cousin was doing it. So the last day I got like the big strip loin from Costco, you know, the big one, cut up nice big thick steaks, and for the last day they all got like a 2-inch thick strip loin AAA beef. You know what I mean? But they had a hard time finishing it, like an empty stomach to eat like a 4 pounds of beef.
So let me ask you another question. This might be a little deeper. So you're Muslim. Do you fully practice being Muslim?
No. I
Or
think you've seen that, man, firsthand. You've seen it firsthand, dog.
I know, but I have to ask these
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
We're doing a little interview.
Yeah.
I'm trying, you know what I mean? Because I know this, like, my homeboy Mo.
Yeah.
He don't eat pork.
Yeah.
But, you know, he follows...
He dabbles.
He follows Muslim culture almost to a T, except for certain things.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole no eating pork and certain things that you guys do,
Yeah.
he does, like, he won't do it. Like,
Yeah, no,
if
for
I
sure.
snuck bacon into his food,
You're fighting.
yeah, we're
You're
fighting.
No, you're
because,
fighting.
like, he ain't about that life.
No, it doesn't
You know what
matter
I
how
mean?
close you are, you're fighting.
So when I ask you that question, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, you're a Muslim. I mean, yeah, you don't do the Ramadan all the time, but do you follow your culture in the sense of you do some things and other things you're like, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's a new world? Or is it just you just don't really care? You know what I mean? It's like,
It's hard, like, I know the religion. I grew up learning it. I went to Muslim school. I went to the camp. You know, I did used to pray.
see something like that.
Yeah,
Even just
I used to do all that, but then like you get to high school and like it's just like you see all the Muslim guys around you. No one's really doing it, and like you just kind of you go in with the crowd. You know what I mean? So you fall off, but it's still there. I know the rules. It's like when you get in your car and you're driving, you know you have to wear your seatbelt, but you don't.
yeah.
You know the
I'm
speed limit.
notorious for that.
You know the speed limit on your bike is
Yeah.
100 on Deerfoot, but you're going $150. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the rule. You respect the rule. You respect the drivers around you. You respect the road, but you still do it.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to explain. Like I don't know why. Like I know the end consequence. I know
everybody
what
knows
it's
that.
gonna lead to, but in a sense, like you just kind of like everyone's in that phase. Like I want to experience life a bit. Right? But
Or I just
that's-
want to do what I want to do.
I want to do what I want to do. I don't care. Yeah. So there's a lot of people like that, but then you get the guys who will do everything, man. Womanize, drink, drugs,
Yeah.
coke, crack.
Yeah, they go
You
hard
name
on that.
you name it, hookers, you name it. No, thank you, no bacon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are the guys I'm confused about too. But like for me, people tell me that like you drink, you smoke weed, you've had sex before marriage, you party. Why don't you eat bacon? I'm just like it's different because I never seen pork until I was 14,
Yeah.
and I grew up in Marlborough.
Well, were you born here or were you
I
born?
was
in
born there, but I came as a baby. Like
No.
I was born '86. We were
Yeah.
in Calgary in '87.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Right.
So,
So
that's
we
what I
grew
mean
up
for
in
some
Marlborough,
people.
but when I grew up in Marlborough, my elementary, there's only 2 Lebanese kids
Yeah.
and 1 black guy, Bubba.
Yeah.
You know Bubba?
No, I don't think so.
I
didn't
know,
even.
but I haven't seen him since elementary. But on Instagram, I know he has, or on Facebook, I think he has a Gixxer 1000 or R1. So I figured maybe
Okay.
he's a Northeast boy with a motorcycle.
Yeah. The thing for me was I didn't even know Lebanese people existed until like junior high. I've seen Asians, I've seen whites,
Yeah.
I've seen natives. I didn't know Lebanese people until grade 7, grade 8. You know what I mean?
I didn't meet the first black guy I met, I think, was grade 6.
Yeah.
And then then I got to junior high, and I'm like, look at all the cultures. Because my elementary, like I said, the one Asian guy and his family I was friends with, and the other Lebanese guy I was friends with. Everyone else was Nick, John, Bill, Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you look at the classroom list. You can't say any of the names. Like my nephew's class, I don't know any of their names, but there's like Justin, and then all these other names you can't pronounce. So it's like you can see how like
It's changed.
it's changed big time. Like especially like Marble Park.
Yeah.
But no, man, like it's I was born there, came here, so we grew up in Marble, and I was, like I said, like only Lebanese guy. Like all the houses I went to, it was like white people. My parents were like, no, we don't want you going there, because they don't want that influence on you, right?
Yeah.
They want to keep the culture, but they didn't know how to handle it. Obviously,
Of course.
they're new to the country. They don't know how to handle in a situation like this, because back home it's completely different.
Yeah.
You do something back home, most of the town knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. Because it's so small. And
yeah,
small.
you know the TLC song "Girls Talk." We made a remix, Arabs Talk.
Yeah.
So like, I was there like 3 years ago. Me and my cousin went to grab some shawarmas, and they had like those tall cans of beers. It was like $4. So I grabbed a bunch of them, and I wake up from like a backhand from my mom.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? What's going on? She's like, the whole town knows my son's an alcoholic.
But how?
I was like,
How's an alcoholic?
No, but like she's just like, because it was like 4 days in a row. Like every day we went and grabbed a shawarma and a couple tallies. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's what I mean is like they talk, but the people talking are also the ones drinking.
Well, the thing I don't understand, like for me, what I would consider, because I at one point in time in life was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
What I consider alcoholic is somebody who needs the liquor.
Yeah.
24/7.
But
If you come home every day and drink 3 beers, you're not an alcoholic.
No. But
You're
you know
somebody
that's
who likes to dabble into.
that's considered binge drinking. 3 beers. That's stats, they say, statistics. Yeah, man. I had to see that. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But you're like, my mom's a fob in a sense, right? Like she's not a fob, but she's a fob. My older brother got busted with weed, and she took it like it was crack.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean? Because like back when they grew up, the hash farms, there was dead bodies, there was people getting killed over hash. So when they came here,
and they're coming from a third world country, so they don't understand.
They don't know what crack and heroin and MDMA was. They knew hash and cocaine, because cocaine was obviously world renowned in the 70s, 80s. So they see weed and they think that their kid's a drug addict.
Well, of course, we got stigmatized, from America, here, all over the world.
But that's what I mean. So like, growing up in Calgary, they didn't know what we were doing, because it's different than their hometown.
Yeah.
Like we go out and have fun and do whatever. They don't know what we're doing, so it was bugging them, right?
Yeah. But I believe there's a God.
You believe there's a higher power.
I've seen too much stuff in my short time of life for me not to believe that there's a higher being.
Well, you just look at the world, man. Like everything works in unity and in sync. It's hard to believe that it just evolved that way.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I don't take anybody's religion or culture as a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
they all started from the same.
Yeah.
The same premise.
Like I might sound a little political when I say this, but it's like the whole you have to say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a first generation Canadian. My family came from Jamaica. Now, on Easter, we don't eat beef. We just eat fish.
Yeah.
And chicken.
Yeah.
On Easter, we can, the day God died, whatever that stuff, right? We don't eat beef. We don't eat goat. We don't just fish and chicken, right? Now, we didn't come over here and institutionalize that. I mean, even though at that time, immigrants didn't have the power that they have now.
Yeah.
But it's like, in my neighborhood, and I'm just saying what I feel, saying what's going on. I see brown guys with turbans riding without a helmet. Well, he's got a turban on, so then take away his license for his bike. He's not safe.
Yeah.
Not just for him, but for the next person.
No, that definitely
right?
That definitely causes controversy.
Right.
Like I work in Fort Mac. everyone. It was kind of like painful how stupid some people were. Because like I have people asking me like, do I choose not to wear the turban?
But you're Lebanese and Muslim. Why would they?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was painful. I was just like, oh, so where are you from? I'm like Lebanon. They're like, so why don't you wear the turban? Like you just don't believe.
But that's ignorant people.
No, but that's what I mean. They're uneducated. So then I'm just like, but these are the same guys that are like preaching to me. Like they're preaching and arguing with me why these guys, like you're saying, need to wear helmets. I'm like, why are you telling me? Like, well, it's your culture. I'm like, it's not my culture. Those guys are like 30,000 kilometers away. Like,
it's not even that.
I agree with them. Like to me, like I agree with you. Like it is kind of fucked up that like. Because then you get guys who ride bikes that don't wear turbans, that don't want to wear their helmet, and then they get pulled over, and it just causes problems. Because how are you going to let him do it? How are you going to let the select few? So you're telling me if I go put a turban on, I don't have to wear a bike. So you don't even have to follow the religion. If you don't want to wear a helmet, go throw a turban
which
on.
Waters down the religion, which waters down the culture.
But then there's that loophole, right?
But that's what I'm saying, though, right? There's loopholes and everything. But for me, I look at things like, okay, women. I have a daughter, I have a wife. I'm not saying women can't dress the way they want. But if you dress a certain way, you're attracting a certain type of individual.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not your fault that those type of individuals are out here.
Yeah.
But if you could do something to prevent that, then you should.
Yeah. You can't dress this way and complain that they stare. Because
or they say things to you, or they can't call you.
You know what's gonna happen, but you dress that way. So you
attention seeking, right?
Like don't accept it, but just give them the cold shoulder and move on. Don't you know what's gonna happen. It's happened. You've complained about it. You dress it the same. You go back out. It happens again. You get pissed off. So you just gotta let it. You gotta let it slide. Like you dress the way you want. Like you're saying, I have no problem. But then when guys holler at you.
But let me ask you a question.
Expect it, right?
When you go to work, there's a dress code, isn't there?
In a sense, yeah.
No. What I mean is dress. I'm not saying from top to bottom.
Yeah.
You got to wear steel toes. You have to have your hard hat. You have to have your safety glasses, right? Yeah. Now, if you want to go there in jeans and t-shirt, they don't care. But as long as you have those 3 items, you're good.
You can wear whatever you want, pretty much.
So apply it to life. If a woman has on clothes that are presentable, she's not really revealing too much.
Yeah.
She can reveal whatever she wants, but she's not revealing too much. She still looks classy, and she looks like somebody who respects herself.
Yeah.
Because that is the main thing. That's my main argument with a lot of these conversations about these situations. Yeah. Is if you look like you respect yourself, people are more likely to respect you. If you look like you don't respect yourself,
yes,
people don't give a damn. No, you feel me?
100%. No, it's true, man.
You're Arabic, right? Yeah. People think you're brown. And that's another thing I was going to get onto. Like, there's Hindu, there's Sikh, there's Lebanese, right? But Sikh and Hindu, but Sikh and Hindu, they study 2 different cultures.
Yeah,
right? But Lebanese and Iraqis and stuff, most of you guys are Muslim, which is even
for the most part.
Yeah, most part, right? But Sikhs and Hindus aren't Muslim.
No, they're not even.
One praises the cow, and the other one's kind of like a Christian, no?
Yeah,
I don't fully know.
I don't fully know either, but like it's not even close. It's 9-day difference, right?
Yeah.
But that was my biggest that was what was the most painful thing working up there, man. Is because you don't want to. It's not just ignorance, it's just that they don't know. And the one kid who asked me why I don't wear the turban, I'm looking in his eyes, and he legit is wanting to learn. That's what was more painful. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, you're serious? He's like, yeah. Why do you wear it? I'm like, no, I'm Muslim. He's like, okay, so why don't you wear the turban? I'm like, that's Sikh. I'm like, that's a different country. Like Lebanon, I don't know if Lebanon has Sikhs, but if they do, it's very, very minimal.
Well, and another thing on that too, that shows you that they don't even want to educate themselves.
Yeah, well, he tried. I taught him. I told him, but then
no, he didn't want to educate
himself. It's just going to deaf ears.
No, he didn't want to educate himself because me as a black man, I know the difference, and I'm telling you, and I'm not around Sikhs and Hindus all days. I've been around more Muslims and more Lebanese and Iraqis than a Japanese person.
Yeah, going up northeast, of course.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, for me, I've been exposed to more than enough culture, and I've looked up some culture to make sure that, you know what I mean, I know what the heck I'm doing, or I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to know everything off the bat. Don't get into it. So sorry, people. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not bringing that
at the end of the day, too, Styles has educated me, too, because he's educated me on some differences in Pakistan. So like,
Yeah.
like you gotta like be willing to know, be willing to learn. Right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
That's the biggest.
And that's what we need to do in life nowadays more often than not is to actually learn.
Well, it to me it's you don't necessarily have to learn it, but if you're gonna talk on the subject,
You should know
you
something.
should know. Like I can't remember what the combo was. Like I was saying, Styles put me on my place the one day because I was talking on the subject and he's like, "You're wrong," and he like filled me in the gaps. Okay, now I can have an argument because I know it.
Yeah.
He's telling me something. Now the next guy I argue with, I have something. I have some ammo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. So now this is the end right here. I'm gonna do something off the handle. You didn't even know this will happen. So let me ask you a question.
Oh shit.
I know it's crazy, and there's gonna be random questions all the time for people I interview, as well as my brother will be giving me some when I just do this by myself. But if there's one thing in the world that you could change, what would it be and why?
Just anything.
Anything.
And that's a very broad
Yeah.
question, man.
The broad question is because I want to see what's important to you, what you feel that would change the world.
Man,
Whether it be negatively or positively, don't matter to me. I just want a
I
piece
just-
of your
this-
soul.
this
I'm
is-
sharing
this is-
something to you right now.
This is just
So
something
it's
I was
mine.
talking about the other day. Then, like off top of the dome, like the world's money.
Okay.
Why do we have to borrow money? You see what I'm saying? Like the government of Canada,
Yeah.
government, U.S. government, everyone's borrowing money from whoever, the World Bank or Rockefeller, whatever it is. Why can't we just make it? That's why I know. I understand why you can't, but that's to me is just like you eliminate the money situation, you eliminate most poverty, you create more jobs. You see what I'm saying? Just produce. Every country produces their own money. From that, anyone who's homeless gets a job in a sense, right? Because now you have the money to build schools, you have the money to upgrade roads. Like if you look at like Deerfoot, let's say we got to raise money to maintain Deerfoot. Why can't we just produce the money?
True.
That's off top dome, but there's more things obviously like
Yeah, no.
world peace. I can go into that.
Well,
shit
no,
too,
yeah,
you know
world
what I
peace,
mean?
but you see, you touch on something.
Free Palestine.
No, listen, if that's what it is, pray for Sudan.
Yeah.
Pray
Oh
for
yeah,
Sudan,
for
right?
sure, man.
That's crazy.
That
Now-
shit's crazy right now.
I'll touch a little bit on what you said there. For me, my outlook was give everybody $1 million.
That's what it can be done too. Like
Give
I don't.
everybody $1
It
million
doesn't.
and say, listen, we'll still have the healthcare and everything in place, but after this $1 million runs out,
You're done.
you have absolutely no help.
Nothing. Yeah.
No welfare, none of that. If you can't take this little piece of money, buy yourself a house, buy yourself a car, have some money
Invest.
put away, invest,
Yeah, make your own kind
work,
of future,
work
yeah.
a job, you know what I mean, and have something to fall back on. What are you
That's-
doing?
That's that. You're gonna have a lot of people abusing it though, right? Obviously.
Of course, but you see, those people, they're abusing it of their own free will.
Yeah.
They're doing it to themselves.
Yeah.
So you can
have
no longer
you have,
say,
you have
oh,
no sympathy.
no sympathy for that.
When you see these guys back on the street, it's like you were given
Right.
given the handout and you spit all over it. In a sense.
Right? It's just like, okay, you see like LA, the homeless people in there, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, people, don't worry, it ain't gonna be too much longer. We just getting into a deep conversation, picking each other's minds. So
Yeah.
you see all the homeless people in LA, right? You think that they couldn't take some of these places in Baltimore that are run down, some of the places even in LA that are
100%. 100%. I know.
dose it down, build up a big facility. Yes, it sounds like you're housing people and putting people in treating them like
Not even-
inmates. But if you have all these homeless people on the street, somewhere where they know if they follow the rules,
Yeah.
that they'll get allowance, they have to find a job, they get on their feet, and then you rotate the next person in. You don't think that life would be better in those places or better all around the
You don't
world?
even have to hold it down. Just you got like you're saying, Baltimore, abandoned city, Detroit. You just throw them in there. There's abandoned houses. There's abandoned everything. They got somewhere to start. Now it's up to them. Just kind of like how Australia started. Throw all those inmates on that island, and look what they built. Throw the homeless people in an abandoned city.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
No.
Australia. I'm about to go look it up.
Look it up, man. That's pretty much how Australia started.
I'm gonna bring him back, man. He just dropped a gem right
just
here. I'm
drop
about to
some
bring him
knowledge.
back.
That's how Australia started, man. It was-
Crazy.
Yeah. man, I wish I knew the Tech Nine song, man. It's an old Tech Nine song where he goes off about that. He actually mentioned the song, and that's what got me looking into it. This is years ago, man. Like,
of course,
2000s.
old school hip hop. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I was gonna talk about music today, but we gonna say that for another time because it's getting close to the time when we gotta shut it down.
But no, that's pretty much how Australia started. They had a bunch of criminals and inmates from Britain, England. They just threw them on the island. And said, peace. And they built a fucking country, right? So in a sense, you can do the same. You got these abandoned cities, throw the homeless in there and let them fend for themselves, build for themselves. They cook, they clean, they garden, whatever.
Yeah.
Eventually, you got a city that's redeveloped. Eventually, you can get there, right? But that's all in time, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's how we got, bro.
Oh, it's 3:21. So, on that note, it's your boy E Crush Glass, King E Crush Glass, and your boy Big Lemon. This is an interview from Calgary. Oh, anytime, man. We want to have you back here soon enough.